What's up, YouTube? It is part 2, hold up, of this weekend's vlog of teacher training. But I'm having a lot of emotions right now because number one, I'm just not doing well in general. Let's just establish that. I'm aware that I'm having issues with, I don't even know. I just feel a little lost, maybe. I don't know if lost is the word, or disconnected. I just don't feel connected to myself, my practice, my routines, nothing. I just feel nothing towards everything that's around me. And that's just making everything 10 million times harder. And I have been enjoying the comfort of my own room, not even my own home, my own room, and just being by myself. I don't want to socialize or talk to people. I don't even know how to describe this feeling. It's just hard. For some reason everything is just so incredibly hard to do all of a sudden. I'm saying all of a sudden I've never felt this before. This has definitely happened before, and I've been in this state before, but it's I don't know how to get out of it. And part of me also, if I'm being honest, doesn't even want to get out of it. I'm perfectly happy staying right here, right where I am. I'm mad at myself because I know what it takes to get things done and to do what I need to do. It's not that I'm not I don't know. It's more just it feels like I can't, or I don't want to, or I don't care to. And I think I'm disappointed in myself for not being able to do anything. I don't know how to explain it. And I really want to talk to my therapist again. But I've been having issues around that because I've had therapists in the past who have made me feel, not even just therapists, I've had adult figures in the past kind of make me feel like I was unfixable. And that they were just tired of hearing about my shit. They didn't say those words. It was more just what they made me feel. That's the vibe I got, which is why I would have to go find a new therapist. Or I've had some of them actually tell me to find a new therapist because they couldn't have me as a patient anymore. But although I understand totally being swamped with other patients and having a busy work schedule, and therapists are humans too, so they go through their own stuff as well, so they can get overwhelmed. I think just in general the con or backlash of it was just that I only felt more crazy and more alone, and that's unhelpful. And then that plays into the rest of my interactions with therapists, because I tend to just kind of sugarcoat what's really going on, and I try to act oh, I'm okay, and I totally know what to do, but I'm also begging for help at the same time. So they don't really get the true and full me. And they don't get the full picture because I'm just too nervous to talk to them, only to get that same reaction where they're ugh, I don't want to talk to this kid anymore. She's too crazy, she has too much shit going on, you know? And then I was driving today while I was leaving Marshall's, and I kept thinking about how much I hate that I make decisions for myself when I'm feeling on top of the world and I'm good, or I don't know how to describe that feeling, but it's just I'll make decisions during that time that only backfire now, which I talked about that in the other video. And it hurts because I'm I get so mad at myself. I'm why did I do that? I guess logic only comes in when I'm down like this, and I'm I should have known I wasn't gonna be able to keep up with this, or have a routine. I think I'm upset with myself because I feel like I used to be an athlete who like kind of knew what she wanted to do, in the sense of like I kind of knew my daily schedule. Like I knew that I woke up, I went to school, I went to practice, I came home to do homework, and then, you know, I wake up and do the same thing again. I think being on that routine and then like not getting any sort of guidance or help with what it's like when you don't have that and you have to make up your own routine, I think it's just so hard. I went off to college, and granted, like nobody knew what was going to happen to me. Obviously, I don't think anyone wished it upon me, but it did, and that like fucked me up. And it was mostly upsetting because I was so ready to leave high school, and like all the negative vibes I just got being there, and like how hard it was to go through school in the first place. Like for me personally, just like with my mental health and stuff like that. So I was so ready for a fresh start and just like new beginnings and like friends, like all this other stuff, a new environment. Like I was so ready for a fresh start. So to be hit with something like that and just be at my lowest and have been through so much like trauma and like, I don't know, I think it really like fucked up my like life a lot, just because it was like a what the hell moment. Like this had to happen to me, like for what? And I think it just like makes me sad because it feels like every time I think I'm doing good, something like drastically insane has to happen to just like shut that shit down. Like to immediately like, nope, you thought you were doing good, but I'm gonna send you some bullshit. I'm gonna send you some fucked up shit right now. I don't know, it's just what it feels like. I guess that's okay to not be okay, as I've said before, but I'm not sure what to do. I kind of usually just ride the wave out and see when it, like when I go, like when I come out of this. I don't know, describe it. But yeah. But anyway, so that's why I'm struggling with going to class, being in school anymore, and like just being home and trying to figure out what the fuck to do with your life sucks ass. Like, am I in an environment that was killing me? No. Obviously, it's good that I left school because I was not happy there. Too much, like, I just couldn't. Like, that's just not a place I should have been in. So I am happy for that. I think it's more just I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I know it's like everyone's like, oh my gosh, but nobody knows what they're doing, Lauren. Like, everyone's going through the same shit. It's like, okay, but like, how does that fix the fact that I still feel like this? Like, sometimes I understand when people are like, oh, like, someone else is going through the same thing, or like, I relate to you, like, I'm going through it too. Like, I understand that sometimes that can be really helpful because it can make you feel like you're less alone. And trust me, like, sometimes I do like it. When there's times like this where I'm like, what is you telling me that going to like fix how I'm feeling? You know what I mean? Like, you can tell me all day long that you've been through the same thing, or like everyone's going through the same shit or feeling the same way. How does that fix the issue though? Like, okay, so we're all struggling. Now, how do we get out of it? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. But those are all my thoughts right now. Thanks for listening to my rant. Hope you guys are doing good. Things are going to get better, I know. It's just, I don't see it right this very second. So, love y'all. This might be the end of the vlog, or you might see more, but we'll find out later. Okay, you guys want to know something funny? So I am in the middle of editing this video, and I decided to take a break, and I like went on TikTok, whatever. And so I'm just scrolling through video. Literally, like the first 3 videos are all about feeling like lost or stuck, or like you're just having a really bad like mental day, and reminding you that you're doing amazing, and you know, healing isn't linear. Like, all things I already kind of know, but like just the way they worded them and how sweet and soft their voice was when they were saying it. But like 3 videos like repeated like in a row all about this, and it made me like take a step back, and I was like, I feel like I'm being too hard on myself. I feel like I'm stuck in my own head and kind of like judging myself and putting a lot of pressure on like needing to know like what to do next, and like having and like needing to have a plan. And I'm realizing like I shouldn't have to feel that way. I should be able to just like exist, just live, just be, just like feel these emotions and let them go. Kind of like what we're talking about in the meditation. So that's my little like end of video update. And it's funny because like I said, I already know these things. It's sometimes like people will just say the right thing at the right time to kind of like click something up in here, and it can be helpful. So I appreciate all 3 of those videos. I'm really grateful for you, the person watching this, watching my videos, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Day 3 tomorrow. See you then. Bye.